Hey guys, this is Evan with Evan Does Tech, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you. We're going to be working in Premiere Pro. So, let's jump right into it. Okay, so basically what we're going to be doing is making a template that any YouTube content creator person thing should have. So, yeah. So what I believe you need for this type of template is an intro, a lower third, and you want one for a person, like for a name, and for a title of like a product or a service or something like that. You want a little card animation for another video, and then you need a text box, some speech bubbles, and an outro. So let me show you what I mean by some of that. Intro, I'm sure is pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you mine. Though you probably just saw it, so that's okay. Outro is a little different. Make sure. Alright, so now you should be able to hear what I hear through my headphones. So basically, this is my outro. It's pretty bad and it's a work in progress. So if I like the one we put together today better, I will just end up using that one. But let's just see how it looks for now. By the way, I'm using the tilde key on the keyboard. It's the one right under the escape key to make any panel bigger. I can do this to any panel, see? Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Alright, and this just goes for 20 seconds basically, and it's where I put the YouTube end annotation things. Cool. Okay, so we did intro, outro. Let me show you what I mean by a title animation thing. Kind of like this, like what they have in LTT. I pretty much stole this from LTT. Not really, though. Okay, it's playing really slow because my computer's bad, but basically this thing comes down, it has a preview of another video, and then it goes up, disappears, and let me see. And then this little thing comes up telling you to go to the card spot thing. Yeah. And then for a lower third for a person, I have like here Evan from Evan Does Tech. It goes in and out. And then for a title, it's basically the same thing. Oh no, it's doing this again. Oh, I know why it's doing this. Okay, but basically I would have a title there. We'll fix that in a minute. I don't want to take away from this time. This video might end up being multiple parts. And then this is a text box. And it's not working right now. Yeah, it is. There we go. So, comes on. Goes off. A few other things you should have is definitely you need a speech bubble type thing. So let me show you what I mean. If I go here to add a title, let me just do that. Add title, sample title. There we go. All I have to do if I want a think bubble pop thing. Just click right there, and there's my speech bubble. And then all I have to do is just type there, hey, change the font to one that I like, and boom, there we go. Now I'll just like resize that. Alright, that's not the point. This isn't the point right now, but there you go. And then I can do this any way I want to. Yeah, that's basically just the point. That you can do this really quickly. Look how quickly that was. Look how quick that was. And boom. Something else is you want some presets. Here I have, oops, I was using crop earlier. Evan Does Tech Favorites, and I have on here movement. I have a pop in. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can actually see this title. So if I put pop in on it, it'll go like that after I change this. Yeah, you get the point. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, we'll be setting up transitions. Your favorites, just put them in there, and they'll be all ready to go. Alright. Just, oops, delete that. And yeah. So, let me just show you something. When I start a project in Premiere Pro, all I have to do is go to my projects, go here to my project template. I always have it at the top of my folder. See, there's all my different projects. And then I just have to make a new project, or a new folder, and I can call it whatever I want, test. And then I just have to copy all this stuff into the folder. It takes a while to copy because thumbnails, I have a lot of different backgrounds for me to use. And then plot my A-roll there, B-roll, graphics, sound effects, music, scripts, delivery, thumbnail. And then here's my Premiere Pro project. So basically I just double click that, and that is this exact project right here. I just have it copied a million times, and yeah, that's basically it. And I'm off. What I'm still looking to do is have it figure out to like go into specific folders to plop different things in here, but that's not a big deal right now. And a few more things. First of all, I got a lot of this from LTT, Linus Tech Tips. They're a great channel. You should definitely go check them out. Like, for example, this whatever it's called, card animation, I reverse engineered from Linus Tech Tips. And then Taryn actually works at Linus Tech Tips. Taryn Van Hemert, I believe. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He has a wonderful, wonderful channel about all things Premiere Pro and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks to him. I guess I could say thanks to, whose music is this? Yep, Approaching Nirvana. Thank you to them for the music. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you to me for being here. Thank you to you for watching. So, first of all, the first thing you want to do when you get in Premiere Pro is, and keep in mind, guys, that I'm on a Mac, not a Windows, so my stuff might be different. But you just want to go up here to Premiere Pro, Preferences, and then into General. It brings up all of them, so. And change all of these to your liking. One that you definitely probably want to change, unless you have a mouse with a vertical scroll wheel. If so, I really hate you. But this will be set at vertical normally. And you can see I'm scrolling right now, nothing's happening. But we can go and change this to horizontal so that when I'm on the timeline, I can just use my regular mouse wheel to scroll, which is very nice. Let's go back. I also like to change bins to have double click open in place instead of open a new window. I find that's terrible. Appearance, I kind of made things a little, yeah, it's really dark and normally, so I made it a little brighter. Not too bright though. And then these controls, they were like that, made them like that. And yeah. Autosave. You want to autosave as often as you possibly can. Try to get it to 1 minute. Let's see if that actually worked. That'd be great if it did. Oh, it works. Okay. Yeah, so have it save every minute or so, because it only takes like 5 seconds to autosave, and it's worth it if you lose any work, if the program crashes, whatever. Label colors doesn't really matter. Label defaults. Memory. Set your reserved RAM as low as you possibly can without everything else crashing. That doesn't really matter. Alright, none of the rest of this really matters. Maybe it does. Well, it's okay. So, yeah. Basically just change all that stuff, and we'll get going in a second with the intro. Okay. So, my intro is actually done in Adobe After Effects, and this is in no way copied from LTT. I'm so proud of myself. Thought of this all by myself. This isn't copied from anyone. This is a very original idea. So basically what I did is I just sat down and I thought of all the different possible things. Or I just thought of I got a rough outline of what I wanted this to look like. It's not quite the greatest, but it's supposed to be kind of like a boot sequence. And, the template has the wrong one, but that's okay. See, it goes through like all these different things. The monitor's not supposed to be wiggling. That's okay though. See, and then it goes to that, and then it shows a picture of me, the little loading icon. Alright, so I've gone ahead and opened up After Effects, and you can see here basically what this is. So I have this background here, just a random background, random monitor that I found, and in the beginning this monitor has a keyframe set down there, then the next keyframe's up there, and then after that it goes in the middle, and it brings this background down with it, and it does like this little boot sequence thing. And these are basically just different titles that I made in GIMP for my logo. And yeah, I just basically have them here. And they kind of just flash on and off until we get to tech, and then it kind of waits a little bit. Monitor gets a little bigger, goes there, and then this is just an image that I have rotating. And that's about it. One thing, if you're making something like this, make sure that you have toggle transparency grid on. And then when you go to render it, or export it, if you add it to the render queue, be sure you go click on lossless quality, and right here set it to RGB plus alpha. Alright, so that's basically all I want to get into for my intro. Intros are very personal. There's tons of tutorials on intros. Find your own. Uh-oh. Some of these are still open when they shouldn't be. Okay, Premiere Pro. So the next thing is this outro. I'm actually going to be recreating this, and this is when I'm going to create my new project. So okay. I'm just gonna call this YouTube tutorial video junk. I'll save this to my desktop. And then, yeah, that's all we need to set here. Just click OK. And if my Premiere Pro looks different than yours, it's because I've deleted some things. So I don't really know how to get it back to normal, but anyway, it's fine. So it says import media to start. I've already taken a bunch of, don't need these anymore, screenshots of just random things like I have here. Patreon, it's just a screenshot of the page right there. Yeah. So I'm going to start with, you know what, I'm just going to import these all at once, because that's what I usually do. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. Okay, here we go. So I just import all these. Don't know which ones I'm going to use. Just import all of them. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we'll start with Twitch. Just brings that up right there. And, ooh, I need to make sure that this composition, so I'm going to right click on the composition it just created, go into properties, oh, no, not that. Go into sequence, sorry, not composition, that's After Effects. Blech. And I'm going to change the frame size. I'm going to make sure it's 1920 by 1080. Yes. And boom, there we go. And yeah, easy as that. So if I just delete this and bring it back in, boom. There we go. I can bring up the scale a little bit so it's easier to see. Change the position so you can see the top, because I really want to draw attention to the focus, or to the follow button. Cool. And some of that got cut out, I don't really care. It's one of the bad things about having a monitor like this. I have a terrible monitor right now, so that's why this video is all weird. Well, that and I'm the one hosting it, but I mean, that's why the resolution on this video is odd. That's okay though. Like I said, the outro is one thing that I might actually I might actually change my original one. So I'm going to create a bin to put all this junk in and call it outro. And then just select all this stuff. Go down, deselect outro. Put it all in the outro thing. Then I'm going to rename this sequence. I think you have to do that here. outro sequence. I can usually type a lot faster than that, but I'm dodging my microphone right now. So, yeah. And then we're going to want some kind of an animation for a text box. So, how am I going to do that? It's pretty simple. Let me create another bin in here called screenshots. And select all these. Not that one. Put them all in there. And another one called titles. And create a new title here. And I already have a template, but I'm going to show you how to make one. So you can call this whatever you want. I'm going to call it Twitch title. And it'll bring up the titler for us. And what we are going to do today is just make ourselves a little text box. So did that a little too quickly. So just go over here, grab your rounded rectangle tool, make it a little bigger, make it pretty big. Go over here to color, change that to complete white. And while we're here, add outer strokes. And make those pretty big. Not that big. Here, if I move it out of here, we can see how big they are. You want them pretty big, but not too big. I think 18 is what we'll go with for this one. And then, what else do we need to do? Need one of these things. And cool, that automatically did that for us. And then we're going to rotate this a little bit so that it's like that. And that looks really ugly. So we're going to, we don't care about centering it. Right click it and then arrange, send backwards. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So now these two are cool. I guess. I don't know. Can we group these? Position. No, it's better not to group these anyway. And then I didn't do this in my last one actually, but for this one I kind of want to make it so that this template already has a space for text. So if I just add text here, text, oops, text goes here, and then format it the way I want to. I like this font called Impact. Yep, Impact with shadow. Can even raise that up a little bit. Position it. Perfect. And then what you do is you just go up here to where it says templates. And you can see I already have one that looks very, very similar to this. But what we're going to do is go up to this menu and say import current title as template. And I'm going to say new speech bubble. Cool. Very nice. Okay. So now we get into actually doing this for Twitch. This is a little big for my liking. So I'm going to scale that down a little bit and put it right next to where it says follow. And then just change this text to say follow us on Twitch. Gosh. Tyler sometimes doesn't like me. Okay. Follow us on... Oops. Twitch. And then we'll scale that. First of all, we'll center it. Scale it down a little bit. We can scale it up now. Just a tad bit. And boom. Looks very nice. I think so, at least. If you don't think so, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video. Just saying. Alright. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold, so... yeah. That looks very nice, so we're just going to drag the title on there. But that's really, really boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click on it once, bring up this effects controls panel, and go into scale. First of all, I'm going to change this thing, anchor point, that's what it's called, to right there, so that when we scale it, we're scaling it from there. Perfect. And what we're going to want to do is, at the start, it obviously needs to be at 0. And a little bit later, it's going to pop up, and I want it to pop up to 100 and, let's go 115. Then very quickly after that, just back to 100. There we go. And let's just see how that looks. I think that looks even better than the last one. You know what? We could probably use to give it a little more time. I love that, actually. I like that better than the one I have. Actually, let me go ahead and delete that one. Never really liked that one anyway. I'm telling you guys, I'm actually going to end up using this one. This outro. So, here we go. Boo. Boom. And that goes on for a little while. Then we're just going to save this as a preset. So what we do is we go up to this motion, right click, and say save preset. And I'm just going to call it star pop in star. And then you can see what I've done down here is I've just, in our effects, I've just gone ahead and created a presets bin. Oh, that actually does it in presets. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Nope, it's a custom bin, not a presets bin. And I just called it Evan Does Tech Favorites. We're just going to call this tutorial. Stop it. Tutorial. And then what I can do is I can just drag from my presets. That's where this motion, this pop in that we just saved went. It's right under presets. Just get it, click on it, drag it right down to tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and drag that down to Evan Does Tech Favorites too. And if you look in tutorial now, boom, pop in. So we can use this now for all of our other ones too. And what we're going to do after that is, I think we need to cut it a little early because it gets very repetitive after a few seconds. So we just cut that. Alright. Twitch. Let's just do, I'd say, stop it. Oh, no wonder. Sorry. Okay. Blech. Sorry about that. So let's do Discord next. And we'll go ahead and create a title for that. New title, and we'll call this Discord title. And then what we do, oh, hold on, let me resize this first, actually. This is gonna annoy me so much. See, this actually works out pretty well. Could just scale this up a little bit, and it's pretty much perfect. Yeah. I'm leaving myself some room because I might want to zoom in later. Now if we just go up to this title again, all we have to do is go to that same place we went earlier, templates, and then we see our new speech bubble right there, and click OK. And there we go. Looking pretty nice, I have to say. Let's put it. I'm gonna put it right over the continue button. I know. Doesn't really matter. It's okay. Alright. I'm gonna put your odd nickname here. Your odd nickname here. Looking good. Center it. We can keep the text size there. And this time, we will just make this thing a little bigger. No, it might actually look better if we expanded it a bit this way. Yeah. And then close the gap at the bottom. Much better. And then we can just highlight these. Move them together. How about over here, actually? That looks a little better, I think. Once again, this is all very, very personal. And we can say your odd nickname here. And go ahead back to effects, get our pop in. And look at this. Oops, I did that on the wrong one. Control Z that. Oops. We're doing that for the title. So effects, pop in, boom. And then I know this is gonna look terrible unless I change the, where is it? There it is. The anchor point. So just put that at the very tip right there. And look at that. Great. You want to give people enough time to read it, and then just a few seconds more. Okay. Alright, I think what I'm going to do now is basically just finish the rest of these up. I'm basically just going to be putting in titles, and then I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Alright, so you can see I've got the rough outline of kind of the main part of this sequence. So let's just go ahead and watch that. You can see we definitely need some more motion and probably some more other stuff too. Transitions. Yeah. And then we need our end sequence. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Here's my background. Same as normal. And I need this to be exactly 20 seconds for the YouTube end card thingy thing. There we go. Cool. And now I'll just do and oops, card text, and I'll just type here subscribe. Like that. Make it big. And we can just do both of these on one because they're both going, neither of them are being animated. So, and then we'll just put here, oops, watch our other video, and I have an end card for that. Oops. Try another video, put that there. You know what, I can just do the whole thing here. We're not going to do anything for subscribe. I don't think so, at least. Because I don't know exactly how big that circle is and I can't make it any bigger. But for this watch our other video one, first of all, we're going to take out that outer stroke. Change the color to some kind of gray-white thing. Looks pretty good. And we'll just go ahead and do it to 1280 by 720. So we know it's that perfect rectangle that we need. And then just hold down Shift. Oops. It'd help if I selected this first. Just hold down Shift and drag this at the same time to keep that shape. And I want to make sure I'm staying inside these lines because I'm pretty sure YouTube has about the same lines. So there we go, that looks pretty decent. And we'll go ahead and put a shadow on there. Make it, no, not that big. No, we don't want that. We need distance. That's what we need. That's pretty good. That looks pretty good right there. Happy with that. So, just add this end card right there. And the end card just basically stays there. And does nothing for 20 seconds. Alright. So now all we have to do is add some transitions, sound effects. Let's go ahead and add the sound effects first, maybe. sound effects. Just drag those two in there. I just have a pop and a fart one right now. That's all we really need for these. So we'll put that right about there. We'll do a pop one. Put a fart one there. Another pop one. Maybe put that a little earlier. Don't have anything on that one. Pop. There we go. Right there. Let's just play this whole thing out. Cool. And we're gonna end with a pop. Cool. And then end parts. And now we just have transitions. Awesome. Okay, so if we go to my effects, I already have some of my favorite transitions right here. So we'll just drag some of those in, see what they look like, because I honestly forget. Don't like that one. Dip to black. Do you know what? First thing I'm gonna do is nest these. Stop it. Thought that was my keyboard shortcut for nesting. Let me change my nest sequence keyboard shortcut. Create all these nests. Discord. Oops. Hold on. Patreon. PayPal. Don't need to nest that one. Forum. It's kind of sad that I know what all of these are. YouTube page and end card. Boom. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is group these clips so that if we ever have to move them around, we're not gonna mess anything up. Group. Group. And there's nothing visible for group, but it's nice to know that, see if I move this YouTube page thing, that'll move with it. So, transitions. Alright. Well, I'm going to find transitions. I don't really care if it contains repeated media. So I'm just gonna put all these on there. Tip to black, that's a good one. Then that one, how about a push there? Push is a very nice transition. I like that kind of opposing movement too. Well, I guess I didn't leave you. I didn't leave. No, that's not gonna work. That one will not work there. Split. Does that one need to be a nested sequence? That's ridiculous. Store. And there we go. I can just put a nice wipe. No, don't like that one. Dip to black. How about non-additive dissolve? Ooh, no, not a. No, that's not gonna work, but I'm noticing now that I still don't have one here. Oops. To make that a center split. Come on. These look nasty. Okay. I'm just gonna go into regular transitions because some of these I wouldn't use regularly, but they're completely fine to use here because it's just meant to be kind of dramatic here. And how about flip over here? The end card, I already know what I want to use. I've been saving this one for last. It's the cross zoom. That's the one I like. Ooh, do you know what though? I want it only on this one. And there we go. Let's just play it back. I actually like this better than my other end card. Alright, my end. Blech. Outro, so I will be using this, I believe. I put leave your mean comment here as kind of a joke. Alright, and there we go. Okay, so let me try to find a song that I had here. I think it's this one. So I'll just bring it in here. Approaching Nirvana. I remember I don't like the way that this sounds, so I started I'll start right there. that shortcut's not working today. It's gonna be easier for me if I just do that. Alright. It's not cooperating today. So it'll start here. And then right about here, I need the music to start getting quieter because I know I'm not going to get all the way to the end. What happened here? Is that a boo-boo? I think that was. Oopsies. It's okay. So I'll cut it again right there. And yeah, it's fine. So then if we go here and go to the very start and just set it at the level it's already at, and then we can go to the end and set it really, really quiet. Here we go. Alright, there you have it. There, finally, is our outro. So I think that's where we'll stop for today, at least. So, thanks for watching. Remember to, well, I guess I'll just put the outro there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, I guess, with the next part of this video. Well, as I finish editing this video, I just wanted to let you know that not only did I have to edit this video, I had to record it, and there was a lot of footage that I didn't include. So before you go spamming the comments about how this video is too long, I get it, it's nearly an hour. Let's just say I'm glad I broke this video into parts. So thanks for watching, bleh. Let's roll the outro.